Hello and welcome to WES, World E-Bike Series Round 7 and 8 for the season finale at the Col de Tourigny in France. A new venue this year as WES keeps exploring iconic MTB locations in the Department 6 of the Alpes-Maritimes, also known as the stage of the famous car rally of Monaco. We can feel in the air that this is the last round and many places in the standings are yet to be decided. A mix of nostalgic atmosphere and focus on results at the same time. Let's take a look at race number 1. This brand new track designed by WES is 2.9 kilometers in length, 8 laps for the men and 7 for the women, a total climbing of 1200 meters. Let's go for a lap with 2 of the protagonists.
Hi, I'm Sofia from the Specialized Enduro team and we are here on the famous Col de Tourigny for the last e-mountain bike World Cup of the 2024 season.
And I'm James Shirley. I'm from Fort William in the Scottish Highlands. I ride for Niner Bikes as well as a few other brands. I'm excited to go and have a look, see what the course is all about.
Okay,
let's go! Do you think it's going to be a close race between us tomorrow? Or are you going to kick my ass?
I mean, good thing is we're both kind of sick, so we are both not in the best shape.
Yeah, this is true. My throat is killing me. Ladies first.
But this is the most technical part of the track already, no?
Yeah.
I hope I will make it.
The beginning is really good. You want to carry speed into this?
Whoa. What?
Oh, go, go, go!
Sorry.
Oh no! Because I knew the terrain was going to be quite soft. I think she's going to get me back on these climbs though.
Ooh, nice. Oh.
I find it really fun when you can be creative, looking for something different.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a real grind, this.
Yeah.
No way are you going to be...
And it's never ending.
Yeah, just keeps on going. And now I think it
You're
starts to go down the hill.
Yeah, I think we're now on the highest point of the racetrack. Oh, you're too fast! Thanks for waiting.
It's okay, there's a little kind of straight line you can do.
Yeah.
It's easily the straightest and the fastest.
Great to join James and Sophia on the track. This is how things will run on day 1 and day 2. On to qualification race. Celine Bourseau at the start. This is Sophia Wiedenroth, reigning world champion, and Anna Spielmann setting the fastest time and getting the last Raspini pole position award of the season. Let's remind you, the qualification race will only take place on day 1 for the first time. Joris Reef on the start line. Mirko Tabaki. Jerome Gio. This is Gio. But the debutant Adrian Cuellar, the Spaniard, takes his first Raspini pole position. What a tremendous ride. The first section of the track uphill did dry out quite well, while the downhill was still much wet and so much fun. I'm really happy with my debut at WES in the muds and unexpected results in the first qualification. A lot of fun. Great to hear from Cuellar, another young rider joining the series at the award presentation. We meet Andrea Garibo, an old friend of WES. Let's hear what he has to tell us about his experience in e-mountain biking.
I am Andrea Garibo and I have 35 years old and I race in e-bike from e-bike team. Yeah, for me, cross-country format in e-bike, yeah, is nice because normally the trail is, the lap is more difficult and yeah, it's cool. One lap of the cross-country is cool because you can fight with the other teammate or the other guys, the other rider, and there is more part difficult in climb and funny downhill. I think the e-bike is perfect because you can open your mind and see the new trail, find new trail and some impossible trail with a normal bike. I think for the next year I would like race again in WES and some race in mountain race, long race, some like to e-bike world tour or and some enduro race.
Great to hear all about Andrea Garibo. Let's move on to the race 1 starting grid. Cecchi Camion coming back to WES, as well as Andrea Pavanello. Here's the grids. Cuellar at the top, Tabacchi and Gio. Camion and Reef also in the front row. Here's Cuellar in pole position. Spielmann in the women's. All set for the race starts. And off they go in race number 1. Reef absolutely flying, pushing hard towards the whole shot. Camion just behind, it's a tight turn. We're on board here with Adrian Cuellar in the wheel of Tabacchi. Confirmation of the Santero whole shot, Reef and Wiedenroth. Wiedenroth put a foot on the ground but managed to pass in first place anyway. Back to the action, on board with the Spaniards in third behind Gio, trying to catch Tabacchi in the lead. Tabacchi and Gio going through, dropping their way down this descent, so technical. This is Tabacchi, still in front. Little wheelie by him. They really are making short work of this course. Another interesting tussle here between Denda and Garibo. James Shirley. And now the two teammates, Williams and Garibo, wheel to wheel. This is Cuellar, still in third. The podium contenders. This is Reef in fourth. Mikhail Swarovski is just behind him in the women's race. Spielmann in second in her leader's jersey. Solène Bousseau in third. This is Wiedenroth making her way through the men, leading comfortably. She looks very relaxed. Look at this for on board. Oh, that's tight. Gio managed to overtake Tabacchi on the last lap. The Italian looks a little bit breathless. Look at them going. Fantastic action. But here's our race winner, Jérôme Gio, after 8 laps in second place, incredibly took the win. And goes to congratulate Tabacchi. A great tussle. Let's take a look then at the top 5. Gio from Tabacchi, from Reef. And the two comebacks complete the list.
Well,
that was a very tough battle with Mirko. Wasn't so sure to be in such a shape today, so I'm happy with this fight. I managed to take the lead in the last lap, the last uphill. It was really technical and he had to push his bike uphill while I could pass him on the bike. I was close, even though he took some advantage in the previous lap. I'm really happy to win. I think I've already won the general classification today, so tomorrow I will race with pleasure and less pressure. In a women's race, Sophia Wiedenroth gets to the finish line in first place. A hug from her teammate. Oh no, Anna Spielmann broke her chain, pushing her bike to the finish. Incredible last lap for the standings leader. Let's take a look at the women's podium. Wiedenroth wins ahead of Spielmann and Bourseau. Let's hear from the winner.
For me it was really hard because earlier this week I catched unfortunately a cold, so I don't feel really great, but I think with my technical skills and my tire choice I could compensate maybe my physical conditions. So in the end I'm super happy to take the win because I absolutely did not expect it. And I just hope I can recover somehow during the night to be again at the start line for tomorrow.
Let's hope so. Celebration time now. As always, we start with the Santero hole shot, won by the Specialized teammates today. This is the women's podium. Wiedenroth ahead of Spielmann. And let's take a look at the standings. Spielmann is top of the leaderboard ahead of Wiedenroth and the French in third place. Here's the men's podium. Gio on the top step, Tabaki in second, Reef in third. And in his leader's jersey on that podium, Gio has consolidated his first place in the overall standings. Let's now get to know Michał Swarovski from the Profi cycling team. Hello, I'm Michał Swarovski and I'm from the Profi cycling team. I'm 26 years old and currently I ride a Crucis bike with a Bosch engine. I'm the two-time Czech champion in e-bike cross-country. I raced at 4 years old for the first time, inspired by my older brother, Pavel Swarovski, now a team mechanic. And it just grew from there. I've been fully focused on competitive cycling roughly since I was 13. My first e-bike race was actually the Czech Championship, which took place in Dolní Moravia. After that, we went to our first WES series race in Bologna, Italy. I think e-bikes have their place in both enduro and cross-country, but for me cross-country is a bit closer to my heart, so I like how WES mixes up technical tracks closer to enduro and also with cross-country touches like in Belgium.
Tady na WES a zároveň těch více cross-country tratí, jako je třeba tady v Belgii.
The main difference is in handling the e-bike and the e-bike's weight. At first you think you should ride it like a normal bike, but over time you realise you need to change your approach to training and to handling the e-bike. You must spend more time training with it. You need to give the e-bike more freedom and play with it more than the normal cross-country bike.
Tréninku, tak tomu chování a hraní si s tím kolem úplně změnit a více dávat prostor tomu kolu a více s ním hrát.
I found myself in WES series races, even though I'd love to try e-bike enduro, which we might check out later and see how it works.
V té formě tohoto cross country, ačkoliv bych hodně rád vyzkoušel například i e-bikový enduro, kam bychom se třeba chtěli později.
I'd like to thank and greet the whole WES team and thank you so much for organising the series. I'd like to thank our sponsors as well. We're looking forward to all of the next races. Let's take a look at race 2, the same lap length and total ascent, this time anti-clockwise. Move on to race number 2. A relaxed atmosphere on the starting grid of race 2. It's pretty cold this morning. at the temperature. This is Tabaki. Andrea Garibo. Let's take a look at the starting grid. Gio, Tabaki, Reef, Swarovski and Denda completing the first row. The riders are ready for the starts. Race 2 underway. Elbow to elbow towards the hole shot. Gio seems to cross the line first. We'll get confirmation of this Santero hole shot in a moment. Let's take a look at the slow-mo. And it is Gio for the men, Wiedenroth for the women. Now in the saddle with Swarovski. Look how tricky this is. This is Jérôme Gio leading. And Tabaki just behind. Working hard over that climb. The Italian looking good. This is Adrian Quay in third. The young Catalan, really impressive. He started from the last row of the grid today. It was defined by the general classification. What a pace. Looks rapid. This is Joris Reef in fourth. Not a big gap between him and the next rider behind. Chechi Camion here. Corsican is mainly an enduro rider. Been racing WES since 2020. He's looking good today. This is the well-known Jean-Pierre Bruni returning after a few years here. Still in 14th place. This is Andrea Garibo off his bike. Oh, he said he's got a broken chain. Gio making his race, sets the fastest lap on lap 1 in this last race of the season. He looks confident today. This is Sophia Wiedenroth, setting the best time on lap 6. This is Gio. Look at the way that he's flying downhill. And Tabaki just behind. This is Sophia Wiedenroth. Confirmation she takes the Magneti Morelli Checkstar Power Lap, the last one of the season. Celine Bourseau in second. This is Reef, fourth in the men's. Doesn't look as fluid and comfortable as normal. And at the finish line, Gio takes the double. He clinches the title for the 4th time in a row. Tabaki pulls a wheelie in second place. Adrian Quay completes the podium with his debut in the series. So cool. Only had a little issue with the gear shift on the last lap, but all the rest went smoothly. Started from the back and I managed to overtake. It was a lot of fun. Sophia Wiedenroth wins this race. Spielmann was sick and forced to DNS. So Gio takes the double ahead of Tabaki and Quay and clinches the title. Let's hear from him now. Had a lot of fun. I wanted to start in front and take the whole shot, as I haven't actually taken any this year. Moreover, I wanted to get into the woods in first place as it was so tight and technical. I knew I had some advantage and had to widen the gap at the bottom of the uphill where Mirko is normally very strong. I tumbled at the top, then I widened the gap, made a good downhill. I'm happy I could finish the 8 laps without putting my foot on the ground in the technical sections, which was a little bit of a personal challenge. I won the last race on top of the leaderboard, and it's great to take the triple, the French title, the World Championship and the World Cup. Fantastic season. Now let's take a little bit of rest. Wiedenroth made it to the double despite the fact that she wasn't 100% fit. Let's hear from her now.
Yeah, actually I did not plan to race because this morning I felt really bad again, really sick. But then I thought, okay, I just give it a try, and then I did the first uphill and I felt like, okay, it's kind of smooth. Of course, like the descent with the crash from yesterday was also really painful, but yeah, I just tried to fight for it because I knew today is kind of an easy win as we haven't been a lot of girls, but yeah, happy that it's finished, happy I could to win, and now I look forward for off-season.
Good to hear from Sophia Wiedenroth. Now it's time to celebrate the last podium of the season, the Santero hole shot. Women's top two, Wiedenroth and Busso, as Spielmann was sick and couldn't finish the race weekend. Spielmann clinches her first title by 9 points from Wiedenroth, and Busso ends in third. The last 2024 Magneti Morelli Czech Star Awards go to Wiedenroth and Gio, whilst in the men's, Gio takes his first and only Santero hole shot of the season. Stays on top of the podium with Tabaki in second, and Cuellar taking his first ever third place on his debut. 4 titles in a row for the specialist, the GOAT, followed by his eternal rival, the Swiss champion. Now we open the curtains on the much-awaited award ceremony where the World Cup winners will be crowned. Down to the port of Ventimiglia on the Italian border, which is part of the Monaco ports, for a celebration in perfect WES style. Well, another E-mountain bike World Cup season is in the books. We went to old and new places, we met old and new faces, in the mud, in the sunshine, with smiles and sweats. A long season is now over and we're already looking forward at the upcoming one with new exciting venues and new important partnerships. Thanks very much for watching. See you in 2025. Bye for now.